Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Oh, the Ilblurmatic.
Welcome back to another installment of Ilblurmatic, and today we are talking about the newest movie out. Yes, this is new on HBOMAX. Reminiscence, starring Hugh Jackman and Tandy Newton. So let's get right into this review and let's get this party started. So the movie starts off showing Miami in like a futuristic dystopian type of setting where there is pretty much a chaotic society that they're living in. What I like about this is it shows you that the Miami at the beginning, like literally being like a ghost town during the day, it seems like it's more active at nighttime. And I was like, this is really cool. You know what I'm saying? See like Miami where it's like peaceful and quiet during the day, but it's more active within the nighttime. And also that there was a war that caused some places to flood. So there are areas where it's flooding, there's areas where it's dry, but let's get right back into this. So pretty much Hugh Jackman plays this character called Nick. Nick is this guy that is pretty much the creator of this machine called the Reminiscence. So that's what the movie's about, right? So the machine pretty much has people tap into their past memories. I thought that was really cool, the angle of it, but let's get right back into it. So pretty much they have clients. So that pretty much Nick is a person that is, pretty much goes into people's memories, help them to relive special moments in their lives, whether it's a loved one, whether it's bonding with a particular person that they fell in love with, maybe even an animal. We see pretty much Nick and also Tandy Newton's character, Watts. What I like about this is their relationship. Watts is a little bit more in reality. Nick is kind of like living in the past. We see differs with the characters. Even though they're pretty much close friends, we see there are differences. You know what I'm saying? What I like about this, we see Nick trying to figure out who's this one particular client that they have. The client pretty much is kind of like a mystery. May. Who is this May chick? Okay? And pretty much Watts, she's like, Nick, you're doing a little bit too much. Because in this movie, we see flashbacks. We see when Nick actually hooked up with May, which is a client. And they start to have an actual romantic interest. We see Nick see her at a nightclub singing one of his favorite songs. And it's very interesting because we understand that Nick has become completely obsessed with May, okay? He's trying to figure out what happened to this mysterious woman that entered his life. He fell in love with. They, were pretty much an item, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say about this film, we learn about the different parts of Miami, okay? You got the richy, wealthy class part of Miami, which is called the drylands, okay? Then you have the slums. Then you have the land where it's water at. So the world building is very interesting in this movie, and I really like that. It kind of shows you the problems with society, with the middle, the high class, and the lower class, which is the slums, which is probably the lower class. Also in this movie, we are introduced to some of Nick's clients. Let's talk about a few of the clients. So there's one lady in particular where she is reliving a moment of her being in love with someone, but apparently that person is not really in love with her, okay? Also, we experienced with another friend of Nick's, or not friend, an Navy buddy of Nick's, reliving a moment of pretty much him and his dog. And I love that it's kind of have like an Inception element to this film where they're put in a water tank and someone's talking to them. So it has some Inception vibes, but it's a little different than Inception because they're going to is the past. Okay, so yes, I can see the Inception influence in the film, but it's not the whole premise of the film. So it's not like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So what the thing is that Nick is trying to figure out is, why did May come into his life? Because he's feeling like at some point he comes across someone that some of May's, I guess you could say, acquaintances or associates, and he finds out by St. Joe. St. Joe, which is played by Daniel Wu, played an excellent role as a villain. I never thought I would see Daniel Wu as a villain in a movie, but he did his thing. He knocked it out. He's like, hey, he pretty much Nick goes to find about Daniel Wu's character, St. John, in Louisiana, because that was the last place was seen through another person that he used the Reminiscence on to find out through Fox, another person that was affiliated with St. Joe. And the thing is, when he gets there, pretty much things get a little complicated, and the good thing is, he had a ride or die friend. Tandy Newton's character, Watts, is his only friend. You know what I'm saying? And we see her, Watts, pretty much like back him up. You know what I'm saying? Because she was very hesitant on him going to find out what happened to May. But also, she had a secret. Her secret was she had seen May one last time before Nick had came to the place. And May pretty much stole some of the memories. And I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So I like with this movie, the flashbacks really work with this film. You know what I'm saying? There were flashbacks with Hugh Jackman's character as Nick. Also flashbacks with May. Flashbacks with Tandy Newton character Watts. And it really works because you got to figure out, like, is this current or is this in the past? So the movie kind of has some moments where you're like, wait a minute, is this the part? Okay, yeah. And the thing is, you gotta really pay attention to details and everything. And I like that it's a sci-fi thriller, okay? Like, the movie itself is definitely interesting, because I was like, wow, this is really neat. And also, along with it, he didn't really know who May was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in love with someone and just don't know, because his obsession with May kind of like went crazy. And Watts is like, yo, like, let it go. You know what I'm saying? She's moved on. You didn't really know who she was. And, they had some character issues. You know what I'm saying? We see that pretty much Nick is like, hey, look, Watts, you need to do your own thing. You keep running away from your past and everything, and running away from your daughter. And we see them kind of go their separate paths, which really worked for the film, because it's like, seems like Nick is just like determined to find out what happened to May. And eventually he finds out what happens to May. One of the corrupt cops ends up killing May. Well, not killing May. She got away from him and she drowned it, pretty much. And the thing is, he has seen May for quite a few times in the memories. And pretty much, he ends up killing one of their other clients. So that client was connected to May because May knew that client. But also May played Nick, okay? Like, literally, she did it because, like, she had to make a living. You know what I'm saying? She was a drug addict, also a con artist, because she stole memories from Nick. Reminiscence, where they do the, memory thing. Also, what I liked about this movie is they used Reminiscence for solving crimes. I really like that aspect of the film. I was like, this is really cool. I like this world building. Also, how the police department kind of like solve crimes was really neat. I was like, okay, I like where this is going. But also with the film, I have to say, it kept me on my toes. I was like, yo, like, I had to figure out what was in the Reminiscence or where they back in this. But yes, May actually played him, and pretty much, and the reason we know that is because his favorite song, his Navy buddy told him Nats, the one that was pretty much revisiting the memory. Also, she pretty much asked what type of women that he's into, also, she had an objective to steal the memories, okay? And that was her thing. And also, she played a role to literally, like, get what she wanted from him. But in reality of it was, sometimes we don't really know a person. You know what I'm saying? You can be in love with a person, right? But you don't know every ins and outs about a person, the good and the bad. And you know, that's something that I kind of took from the film. It was very interesting, like the light and the darkness, the duality of an individual. That was really interesting. The ending, I gotta say, was satisfying. Nick finally comes across the man that set him up through May, and he pretty much gets his revenge. You know what I'm saying? He finds out what really happened to May before this whole situation. And he finds out that some of the higher class has something to do with it too, because another one of his clients were killed by that particular person as well. And I think that really works. You know what I'm saying? Find out what really happened to May. So he dwells into not just the good memories, but the bad memories of the man that had killed May. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. He was getting his karma. Okay? He's like, look, I lost the love of my life due to this man. It's her running away from him and stuff. You know, and it was crazy that happened. But also, Nick eventually goes back to see Watts at a job that he kind of mentioned. And Watts, he said, hey, look, I'll tell you something. And she's like, what, really? You know, and we could tell that Watts missed Nick, you know what I'm saying? Despite him putting his life in danger, he came back to her. He said, hey, look, Nick told her, like, you're my only friend in Miami. And literally, we see them bond again. And also, we see towards the end, Nick revisiting the memories of May, because May's dead already, so he gets back in the reminiscence. And for the rest of his life, he's become obsessed with all the positive memories he shared with May, from the start where he first met her in his actual place of work, till like all the way to they fell in love with each other. And literally, it seemed like he couldn't let the past die. Okay, literally. And we see Tandy Newton's character Watts paying a visit with her granddaughter, so she may reconcile her differences with her actual daughter, because we see the granddaughter with her and leaving flowers to Nick inside the reminiscence water tank and everything. I gotta say, I'm giving this film a 5 out of 5. It shows you that sometimes you don't really know the person that you're really involved with. And just the storyline is like searching for the truth in the past. No matter how things are, you know, just because she was what she was, she had feelings for Nick too. She left clues. And I just gotta say, this film, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is different. It's a different type of love story with a sci-fi thriller twist to it. And I gotta say, hey, this was definitely a dope choice to watch. But have you guys seen the movie Reminiscence on HBO Max? You tell me in the comments. Until next time, guys, your boy Blurmatic, and I am out. Take care, guys.